with Jemma Wilson again for another rider training video. We are going to get you to turn around in a tight space today. So imagine that you are out trail riding, you've overshot a turn and you only have this far, the width of this road, to turn around. There are many different ways to turn the bike around in this space, but now imagine this, you're short. It's hard to put a foot down and spin the bike around. So this is an option for you if you're a little bit shorter or you're a little bit wary and you don't want to stay on the bike as you spin the rear wheel. And it saves you having to go, 68 point turning the bike around. So what makes this tough is that you have to build revs and then drop the clutch really quickly because we want to break traction to the rear wheel. We want it to spin and spin around. And if you're not someone who's confident doing that, it's really hard to find the confidence to give it a whirl for that first go. So I'm going to show you the body position to be in, and then I'm going to show you your different levels. So you can start at level 1 and get used to that feeling of the rear wheel braking traction just for a smidge. And then as you get the hang of that feeling and you've fired and wired your brain so that you know if you're getting into trouble and the bike's starting to take off on you, to pull the clutch in. Because it doesn't matter how many revs you have, if your clutch is in, the bike won't go anywhere in this environment. So once you practice that level 1 for however many times you need to until you're confident, then you can start to spin the wheel for longer periods of time until you get that full 180 and can get on and go back the other way. So, body position. Your bottom half of your body is a much stronger part of your body. So we step away from the bike and lean the bike into our hip because it's so much easier to hold the bike's weight with your hip than it is with your hands. Full lock turn because we want the bike to turn. And then this seems a little bit silly because the bike's stationary and you're not even on the bike, but you need to look where you want the bike to go. We want the bike to do a 180 turn. You need to turn your whole head. So I'm going to show you this level 1 where I'm going to build the revs and then drop the clutch, but I'm only going to drop the clutch for a split second. And whether the rear wheel spins or not, I'm going to pull the clutch back in, and then that shows you what you need to do and how to get out of trouble if you're not liking what's happening. So I'll start the bike. No matter how wild it gets, as long as you pull that clutch straight back in, you get out of trouble. There's no point kind of working towards it and kind of building the revs and kind of letting the clutch out, because what will happen is you'll get traction and the bike will want to take off forward. So what I'm going to do now is chuck my helmet on, just so that if something, I do spin too far, I'm doing the right thing. I've got my helmet on, and I'm going to show you an environment where you can come in nice and quick, hop off the bike, spin it round, hop back on the bike and ride out of there without losing too much time or without getting left behind by your friends if you're out trail riding.